I was walking from the House building on Capitol Hill to the Capitol, and a white guy, stopped me and told me I could not get into the members' elevator. And, you know, we have pins, and I was going to vote. And he blocked me from getting into the elevator and told me I was not a member of Congress and it was for members only. I said, sir, I'm a member of Congress. And I showed him my pen, and he said, whose pen did you steal?
And then they shouted, "This is MAGA country." That's Representative Barbra Lee on CNN saying basically whatever pops into her head. I mean, it's not like this lady is going to ask any follow-up questions. She could be a cardboard cutout for all we know. Welcome to Nerk News. I'm Nerkish. Today we're going to be taking a few minutes to break down a clip Representative Lee shared on social media of her being kicked out of the House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee hearing on Cuba policy. Let's take a look.
Madam Chair, I served on this subcommittee for many, many years. I'm an African-American woman who has a point of view where in a democracy those points of views are allowed. And you are doing exactly what you say the Cuban government is by denying myself, a member of Congress who represents the same number of constituents you represent, denying me the opportunity to present my point of view. What is wrong with this kicking?
I would love to have this same type of political discourse in Havana.
Let's have it in Havana. If we normalize relations and have normal diplomatic relations where entrepreneurs can thrive in Cuba.
The only people who have that key is the Cuban regime. They could make that happen right now.
Madam
And
Chair,
unfortunately, you have been friends with those who are not in favor of the Cuban people.
Madam
I
Chair,
represent
I am
those
a
people
friend
that
of the
know.
United States. I am a member of the United States Congress. I am a friend of the global community, and I want to see normal relations between every country in the world and the people of the United States and the government of the United States, whether we agree or disagree. The only way we can ensure the values of democracy are promoted is being at the table, engaging with
Fidel Castro has been the worst dictator that the hemisphere has seen since the arrival of Christopher Columbus in 1492. So
Madam Chair, talk about Donald Trump.
The subcommittee, we are about to start this hearing in order. Thank you. The subcommittee on the Western Hemisphere will come to order. The purpose of this hearing is to discuss.
The woman giving Lee the boot was Representative Maria Salazar. Salazar took to social media to say that she was exercising her authority as subcommittee chairwoman to not allow an off-committee member to spread communist propaganda. She also called Lee a communist sympathizer who was a personal friend of Fidel Castro and had visited the country 21 times. Whoa, with all the slander. You mean this lady's a communist sympathizer?
Racism, institutional racism, is in the DNA of this country. When you look at what has taken place, look at our Native Americans, the genocide of Native Americans. When you look at what has taken place as it relates to African Americans, the 250 years plus of enslaving African Americans, and then you look at the disparities now in our community in terms of health care, unemployment, the wealth gap, housing. You can't tell me that systemic racism does not exist. It's not just a little kink.
I think it's pretty obvious that the name of the game for Lee is grievance politics and trying to turn herself into a martyr by making up stories or doing little stunts and then complaining about the consequences of her actions. But let me know what you think. Was Barbra Lee unfairly thrown out? Did someone really accuse her of stealing a pen? Is that CNN host a real person or a sentient robot programmed to spout liberal talking points? Let me know in the comments. Until then, this has been Nerk News. Boy!